Hello everyone, Xin Chao everybody. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Welcome back. I have filmed this video now 4 times. This is my 4th time filming. There was always something wrong. Quality was horrendous. Rain, the lighting was terrible. There was always something. I just bought a new camera, a professional camera to film all of this on. Today was supposed to be a gorgeous sunny day and it's raining. You know what? I can no longer postpone this video. Let's just try our best. It's about the effort, right? It's about the effort. Because in today's video, I'm going to show you how I did my regular makeup for the Miss Cosmo 2025. And with that, I mean the makeup that I wore during rehearsal, during a dinner, like basically anything or like anywhere that was non-official to be on stage, right? And yeah, I'm just gonna show you this little video. I've been wanting to do a makeup video for, gosh, so very long, and it was always something, right? There was just always something. So now I am very happy that I'm finally gonna do it for you. So yeah, please like my video, comment, share to help the channel grow, and let's get into it. First thing I always do is to prep my skin, use a very good base to make sure that everything will stay on for a very long time. I have 2 products. I have my Embryolisse cream and my Glow Recipe Dew Drops. These 2 products combined will make sure that my skin has this bounce, a long wear hydrating base, so to say. So I just take a little bit on my hand, do a little massage it in, and just press it into my skin. And this will help to make sure that the makeup that I'm putting on will stick for hours, because we all know in the pageant world, you know, we have days of 16, 17, 18 hours, right? And it's so very long. So your makeup needs to be locked in, needs to be hydrated, needs to be, you know, good. The makeup needs to be good. It needs to be, you know, not creasing, not anything, like almost no touch-ups happening, because we ain't got time for that. You know, we are running on caffeine, 3 hours of sleep, and a good wish, and that's it, you know? So the base is very important. Sometimes I use my Bobbi Brown. Now I know that a lot of people know this one. This is the vitamin enriched face base. This one is very good. On my skin though, it is a little bit too, I'm almost gonna say too hydrating, too creamy, because I'm noticing that in like very humid places, my makeup is shifting off. This is more suitable for like drier areas. I noticed in Vietnam, this is not it. For my brows, so I'm just going in step by step on how I'm doing my makeup. For brows, I use my brow wax gel. It's from Face. It's a brand here in the Netherlands. I always do my brows with them, and I got them done just before Cosmo. So what I do, I just take a little bit on my spoolie and I comb my brows up with it. I have a mirror here to the left, so if you see me looking back, you know exactly what it is. So I take the product, I really press it in, and it's kind of like this, like a very like hard but flexible gel. I don't really know how to describe it. It smells like strawberry, but it's very long wear, and it doesn't leave you that like white residue, right? That a lot of these brow gels have. So what I do, I just brush it in so that each hair is coated, and then you see that the hairs, you see that they are like going up, right? That's what you want, so that you press it in the desired way that you want. So we want to have that nice arch in our brows, so you just press it in. always do this as my first step, and I do my filling in of the brows later, and that's just because if I do my foundation first and then this step after, I'm noticing that the product will shift my foundation. So this is something that I have to do before, or else my foundation won't look as good. Speaking on, for foundation, I'm using the Dior Forever Hydra Nude. This is sort of like a skin tint. It's not a full coverage foundation because I don't like full coverage foundations at all. I usually don't even wear foundation. I just wear either skin tint or a concealer. So I put it on the back of my hand and I like to warm it up. I really like to warm it up so the product is basically melting into my skin, right? And then I just put it in like that. And because I'm putting it in with my finger, you have this seamless blend basically. And it's so seamless because it is my color, but because it's only a skin tint, and because the product is so lightweight, and because we're melting it with our fingers, it's like butter, right? So when I feel like the product has been, sitting in my skin, I just take my beauty blender and I spray it with a little bit of setting spray. Give me any setting spray you want, and I just dab it in, just like that. Dab, 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 dab. Dab, dab, dab. I love this Dior foundation because it gives you that glow, right? It gives you that gorgeous glow that you really want in a pageant, but it doesn't leave you cakey or, cracked like a lot of foundations. That's why I don't like to wear foundation. I have a NARS foundation, which is very full coverage, and I bought it a few weeks before I was going to Cosmo, and I thought this will be great. I tried it on twice here in Amsterdam. Hate it because it's so thick. It's basically wearing a cast on your face. And I like it to be more natural, as you've seen on my videos, right? Because I've been seeing a lot of comments like, why's your makeup? Like, my makeup is that natural that sometimes it almost looks like I don't have anything on. So our base is on for the foundation. I hope you can see it because of the rain. It's quite dark right now. But my foundation is on. Move on to concealer. This is a NARS concealer, and I just dab wherever I find it necessary. So I just go a little bit in here, and because I typically don't have blemishes, that's the amount we're gonna use, nothing more. Because if there's one thing I don't like is a too heavily base of foundation or concealer. It just, for some girls it really works. I've seen a lot of girls at Cosmo that have that like thick makeup and it works for them, it really works. But if I wear that, it makes me look like a little clown. So we're just gonna dab it in. You can do this with your finger or any concealer brush if you want, that's fine. I like a beauty blender because it also absorbs a little bit of product and it makes it so that the product that you're putting on it's a little bit more natural. If you're applying it with like an actual brush, the coverage will be thicker. Next, for my contour, I use this Dior contour stick, which is almost done. This is the last of it, but it shows you how much I love this contour stick. And what I do is the same with my foundation. Put it on the back of my hand, just an amount like that. And the same thing, warm it up, but this time I am going to use a brush. So I just dab it on the back of my hand. Let's use my mirror for this. Isn't this cute? I bought this in Vietnam, actually. Where did I buy it? I bought it in Dalat when we had the charity event there. So just put it on the desired areas. So I have this immaculate jawline, right? So I'm just accentuating it because I want people to see more of it. Other side. I have like 4 mirrors everywhere. All right. Now, cannot forget to do the forehead. If you have a very small forehead, skip this step. But if you have a little bit of a bigger forehead or you want more definition, you can put it on here, just so that it's a little bit more covered. And it creates this like open surface for the rest of the face. And then what I like to do, it's a little trick of me, same product, I go in with my nose. So I put it like that. So I don't like heavy nose contouring. My nose is very, very cute, very pretty. And I just go in like that. And then I also do already a little bit of a pre-eye look. So I go in with the same product and I make a little bit of a crease color, just so that we have extra definition. Just like that. Yes, she's looking good. Now for blush, I am a heavy blush user. I love blush. I have like a bazillion of them at home, and I brought a bazillion to Vietnam, but I always kept it quite minimal because didn't want the attention to go to this. I wanted the attention to go to the dresses that you're wearing, right? So I just keep it natural with my Chanel cream blush. It's very red, as you can see. It's extremely red, but it's a very sheer finish. So I just put a little bit on my finger and I just dab it onto the apples of my cheeks. Just like that. And you really have to diffuse the product. Diffuse it a lot because it's quite streaky, if you know what I mean. Like you apply it and for a second or two, if you apply it like that, it will stay like that, but you have to really diffuse it. And you have this nice little rosy color on your cheek. Same thing on the side. And because it's so sheer, I actually like it when a product is sheer, so that it means it's buildable, right? So I just take a little bit more and I build it where I want it, which is perfect. And then you have this gorgeous little rosy color. Now for powder to set my base, basically, because we are done with our cream products, I always like to work in steps. Hydrate, cream, set, powders, eyes, mascara, lash, done. I use my Laura Mercier translucent powder. I love this one because it's not white. As you can see, it says translucent, but it has a little bit of a, like, I don't want to say yellow, but a little bit of like a cream, goldish tone, like hue to it. So it gives you like this, how can I say it? It gives you just a healthy glow. I have a different powder too from Huda Beauty. That's like the peach, the orange one, the peach. Looks good, but for a natural day wear, I find it a little bit too, you know, orange. So what I like to do, I take my powder puff and I just take a little bit of the powder like that, and I dab it into my hand first because you don't want to use that much powder straight away on your face, right? Because then it will crease a lot. So then once you've dabbed it off, just go on in the places you want to set your makeup and just go little by little like that. That looks good. Once again, take a little bit of product, dab it off, and then go the other way. So I only always set my under eyes, the side of my nose, my chin, a little bit on the forehead. That's it. You don't need to use powder all over if you don't want to. If you want to, go ahead, but I like a more, like that will give you coverage, and I like a more breathable makeup look. And especially in hot weather, like you need to set it. You need to set your makeup with powder, of course, I get that, but you don't have to overdo it with a bazillion loads of powder. And this is just experience, you know, you notice where you want your makeup to look good at, where you want your makeup to stick, and where not, and that's it. That's it, basically. So all the steps that I've done with my cream products, I am going to enhance with my powder. So I have a bronzer right here. I just use a little bit of the bronzer and just go in on the cheekbones that I've previously sculpted with my contour stick. That's it. We don't like to do, well, I don't like to do a lot of makeup even though I'm in a pageant, just because it's just not who I am, right? It just makes me look a little bit self-conscious. I don't like the heavy like makeup look, and there are a lot of girls that do, and they look incredible with like a heavy makeup, right? Heavy powdered down makeup. They look very good, but I just don't like it. I've tried it so many times, but it just doesn't look right with me. And I'm really secure about me not wearing a lot of makeup, basically. And I think that in a pageant, we're so coded to do so much makeup, right? But it's almost uncommon when a girl doesn't have a lot of makeup on. But here to change it. My highlighter palette from Dior, I just go in with all the shades. Go in a little bit, like that. And it gives you that very nice rosy golden glow. If you want to focus on one shade, focus on one shade. That's completely fine. Whatever your preference is. It's your makeup. You know, it's your look. Do what you want to do. And let no one tell you what to do in regards to makeup, because makeup is playing, you know, it's playing with colors. Your face is the white canvas, and just play with colors. Just do what you want to do. That's what makeup is, at least to me. Look at that shine. Oh, that looks so good. Oh my gosh, I love that. I love it. For eyes, we're gonna do brows at the very last, but for the eyes, now this is my little trick that I've been doing at Cosmo, and well, not for a long time, but basically for a while. A base of the eyes is very important, but you can either use a matte base or hydrating glowy or whatsoever. I use these Chanel liquid eyeshadow base sticks, basically. It's not really a base, but it's a, I hope it picks up on camera. These are the Chanel colors. I have 3. I rarely use this one because it's so dark, but it's gorgeous. But I use these 2 the most, especially this one because it has a pink undertone. These apply liquid, but they dry powder, and it just creates this perfect finish for you to put powder on top of it and create any look you desire, right? I have multiple bases. I have a base of MAC. I have a base of, I don't even know the brand, like a cream base, everything. I find these working the prettiest because they have a lot of shine. They have a lot of luminosity to it. To me, this is my go-to for the pageant. Look at that. Look at that, that is stunning. So what I do, very easy, I just take the product and I apply it on my lid like that, and I tap it out with my finger. And you can go as high as you want. It's not, you can't really apply this with a brush because it dries down the second you put it on. Like, it's dry now. it's already dry. Like that's how fast it goes. But because of the color, like look at that, look at the difference. It's soft, it's feminine, it's gorgeous. It matched perfectly with my eyes. Like I am obsessed with it. They used to have more colors like electric blue and green and everything, but they discontinued. I just do it on the other eye as well. And this is basically your base for any type of powder you're gonna put on. For me at least, because you just create more and more dimension with having this as a base. It's so stunning. And then I always like to put a little bit under my lower lash line. That is gorgeous. I love these. They are just so good. I love these colors. I love this formula. Because not everything from Chanel is great, but these sticks and the blush too, top tier. So for the eye look that we're going to create, I have my Morphe palette. We are going to go for, look at the size of this. We are gonna go for only two colors basically. We're gonna use this one as basically the transition shade, and we're gonna use that one, 2 shades on there for the like more darker, mysterious kind of pop of color. Take a little bit of a bigger, like fluffier brush like that. You can see that the color still put on. I've used this yesterday. So just take the color, tap it off, and just go into the crease with the color, and you will create a little bit more depth, dimension, anything you want basically. And I like to use colors that match not only my personality but also my skin tone and eye color very well. And this color makes me pop, you know, it really makes me pop. I like to diffuse it out. Do the same thing on the other side. Now for the second shade, I'm using a brush that's a little bit smaller and a little bit more denser, because you don't want that second color to be everywhere like the other color. So I just take it, tap it off, and I only go on the outer edge like that. That's it. And just diffuse it and work your way in a little bit. Take a little bit more. I hope it's showing off on camera, but I don't know. I hope so. It's basically a soft smoky eye without the appropriate steps. And just do what you like, you know? I mean, it's makeup. You can do whatever you want, however you want it. There's no good, there's no wrong, there's no bad, you know? It's your face, it's your canvas, it's whatever you want to do that makes it special, right? And there are some girls that do the same thing every day, which is fine. And there are some girls who change it up, like color-wise, or they change it up for, you know, like a lip or anything, and whatever you want to do is fine. I will say the one thing that I don't like about, you know, because, let me phrase it like this. There are so many national directors that feel like what they think, what they say should be the standard. And that's it, right? So there will be a lot of girls that said in like the bus or anything like, oh yeah, I have to do this, I have to wear that, I have to put it in a certain way, I have to do my makeup like this, or else my national director would get mad. And I'm like, is your national director here? Is your national director doing this pageant? Or is it you? Are you doing this pageant, right? And I just think it's so funny that a national director can be so abrasive to these girls for just trying to have fun and just trying to survive, because it's so intense. It's literally so intense to be in a pageant, especially Miss Cosmo. It's a very, very, very intense pageant. Anyway, back to the makeup. Remember the highlighting palette? I like to take the pink shade and just dab it in. We're going for a full pink moment. Yes, we are. Because I love pink, as you have seen from my gown. I love my final gown. Oh my God. I don't have it, unfortunately. And this just creates a little bit of extra sparkle to it. What, bam! Oh my gosh, we're almost done, guys. What is happening is going by so fast. Brows. I have a blonde brow pencil from e.l.f. Very, very easy. I just fill in the gaps that I have in my brows. And that's it. Nothing too serious. I don't like to have a completely different brow look. I like my brows. They look good. Oh my God, it's getting dark. I have to hurry. Just add a little bit of mascara, and just after mascara, we're gonna do lashes off camera. Finish with a lip, do a little bit of a hair, and then we're done. Just take your mascara and just put it on. You see how mascara literally changes everything? It's insane. Like, I look so awake and like ready for business with this eye, and this one is like, like, get me back to bed. It's insane. All right. Looking good. Now the only thing I have to do is my lash, so let me just quickly do it off camera and I will be right back. All right, and I'm done. The lashes are sitting on my lash. Wow, that came out weird. The only thing I have to do now is put on a gloss, and then we're actually done with this makeup look. I just use my Chanel gloss and just put it on. And there we have it. This is my makeup look, my daily makeup look for Miss Cosmo 2025. If I went out for rehearsal, if we went out for dinner, if we had something, an event, something to keep it light and natural. I don't know if you can see it perfectly on, maybe this is a little bit better because it's so dark out already. Let's see. Ooh, that looks good. You know what? I love the eyes. I love it. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. Maybe I'm gonna do more of these makeup tutorials. I have a lot of makeup sitting from PR and everything that I can actually review. Maybe I can do that. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share the video, subscribe, help the channel grow. You know the drill by now, and I will see you the next time. Bye.